Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. The way I kind of stopped there. I'm not sure. I'm doing this video Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm going to download it Sunday morning or Saturday afternoon. So there's that. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this, but it's stuck in my head. Sometimes I watch videos. I go through all the news feeds to look at what I'm going to talk about in the YouTube video in the morning, and sometimes I'll skip over something, and then throughout the day it stays in my head, and I keep thinking about it, and then eventually I'm more than likely I make a video, and I want to talk about this, and I don't know if I really have the right. I don't know if I'm going to catch some flack for this, because I'm not a parent. I don't know how to be a dad. I'm not a parent. I've never had a child, and I'm kind of out of my wheelhouse here talking about this, but this is one of those videos that I watched it this morning. And it's stuck in my head. There's things about it that bother me, and it's stuff that Bam is doing that looks like self-sabotage. It looks either he's stupid and he's doing stuff that he doesn't even realize is detrimental to what he wants, which is seeing his son, or he's intentionally self-sabotaging himself. And because I kind of did stuff like that back when I was using. I said I wanted to get clean. I said I wanted to see my family more, and I was lying. All I wanted to do was use. I was self-sabotaging. Okay, this is the video. The link's right down below. It's from Instagram. And okay, let me describe the video to you first. Like I said, you can watch it. It's right on top, right here in the video description. And it opens up, and he says this. He says, "I'm doing this for these dumb Fs here." That's the very first. Okay, he's not wearing a shirt, and he's got these tats all over the side of his neck. It looks like he's gotten way more tats, and they look like hell. Okay, I don't have tats. I'm not railing against tats, but they're just a mishmash of little. They look like jailhouse little tats, like little thoughts and names and just garbage. It looks like graffiti. It looks like graffiti you'd see on the side of a wall somewhere or in a schoolyard, all over the side of his neck. He's not wearing a shirt. And it opens up with him saying, "I'm doing this for these dumb Fs." Now, when he says that, I think he means all the people on Instagram. Okay, so that's how this video opens up. And he's railing about his ex not letting him see Phoenix. All I want to do is see Phoenix. And he talks about how his ex is taking a long time to make up her mind and get back to who I assume is the lawyer is who he's talking about in this video. And then he says something about that he got a job in Florida, and then his ex agreed to let him see his kid on the 7th, but he turned it down. He said that's not good for him. So I'm listening to all this. Okay, let me start at the very beginning here. When it opened up, and he says, "I'm doing this for these dumb Fs." I'm thinking about this. Now, he's complaining about his ex not letting him see his kid. How does this look? How will this look to his son when his son grows up, or in the next couple of years, when his son reaches 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 years old, and he sees his father, and his father's not talking to him, not concerned about him. His father is doing a video for the trolls, for the people that troll him, talking about his, how will that make his son feel when his son sees that video? That he's complaining about not being able to see him, but he's making it for the trolls, the dumb Fs. The way he looks, at least put on a freaking shirt. This is the reason why your ex isn't letting you see him. Take a freaking look at yourself. Look at what you look like in this video. Just because you're clean, just because you're not drinking, doesn't mean you don't have to put in a little effort to look like a decent freaking human being. All right, so I assume he does this video so that it will get back to his ex, or to the lawyer. He's complaining about not seeing Phoenix, and he looks like hell. He's not wearing a shirt, with his gut hanging out, and he's talking to some. You want me to be honest? Some lowlife sitting with a beard down to here, crashed out on his couch. So he's complaining to this buddy of his, crashed out on his couch. He's not wearing a shirt, prison tats all over the side of his face. making videos for the dumb F's on Instagram. You know, you see how this is all looking? How this must look to his ex? You know, if I were his ex, if I were that woman and I had a child, you know, and I see Bam making these angry videos for the dumb F's on Instagram with no shirt on, hanging out with his buddy, complaining about this and that, you know, and then he says that she picked a day to let him see his son, and he said it wasn't good. It wasn't a good day anymore because he was working. I don't have a kid, but if I were in that situation, hell or high water wouldn't keep me away from the kid. If she called and said you could see him on this day, I would make sure, you know, and I hadn't seen him in months, I would do whatever it took to go see him on that day when she finally said it's okay. You know, just because he's working, because he's not in the area, is that why he you know, so he's bitching and moaning about not seeing his son. He looks like hell. He says he's making this video for the dumb F's on Instagram. You see how this all looks? No wonder she doesn't let him see him. Look at what he looks like. I think he thinks that just because he's clean and sober, that he doesn't have to make a little more of an effort. It's like, look, I'm clean and sober. What more do you want? I think she wants you to be a responsible human being, father figure to your son, to her son. You know, not somebody, like I said, you know, that part about the dumb F's. The kid's going to see that video someday, and he's going to think my father's just concerned about people trolling, you know, about, you know, the only reason he's making that video, it's not for his son. It's not about wanting to see his son. He wants to straighten out the trolls on Instagram. You know, and he couldn't even take the time to put on a shirt. He has the camera focused, like he's intentionally focused on all the nasty jailhouse tats all over his neck. Like like the camera is intentionally focused. Like, look at all my tats. Look at my big beer gut. Look at my buddy crash out on the couch. I'm doing this video for the dumb F's on Instagram. And he wonders why his ex isn't letting him see the kid. Now, I don't have children, and I might be talking out of my backside here, but it makes sense to me. Let me know what you think. More Bam logic. Bam self-defeating behavior. That should be the title of this video. Have a good Sunday.